is the Green Beanie, the gnarliest cooking vlog around. This week we have an awesome simple dish called eggplant wrap, and it's basically an eggplant and a wrap, but it's more than that because it is very full of flavors and it is very simple too, and it is served with some kind of thing we're going to make with olives and stuff. And the great thing about this dish is it can be served at almost any temperature, whether you're here, or here. But is there temperature in a vacuum? So for like 3 people, you need about 6 of these small eggplants like this, or I guess one of those big ones. And you need some tahini and lemon juice, cumin and herbs and stuff, and you need garlic, and you were gonna use pita instead of wraps, but you can use a wrap if you have one, and paprika and like other herbs. There's lots of flavors in this, so if there are any that I forgot, they'll be introduced later. And we're also going to serve it with some really cool olive. It's like a tapenade or something. If you know how to say it, then say it properly. So first, preheat the oven to 400 degrees. Very, very difficult. And now I'll show you how to cut the eggplant. We are going to cut it in a certain way to make it like this. And then basically, we're just going to cut them thin, like a boss. And you also want to get out an oven tray bobber like this and stack it precariously, and then precariously get out your spray oil, and we're going to spray the bottom a little. So then we're going to start putting them on once they've been cut. So yeah, do like all 6 or whatever, how many you're doing of them. Now we are going to put some seasonings on it, so we're going to spray it with the spray oil again. Make sure you get every one. And then we're going to put on some cumin. You want to be generous with the cumin. Make sure you spread it out over all of them. And paprika, and some garlic powder, or oregano, or anything else that I haven't mentioned that you think will go if you're good at putting random stuff in. But if you have high doubts that it will go, then don't put it in. Unless you want to be really spontaneous. So paprika, cumin, garlic powder, maybe some salt too. And when the oven's hot enough, we are going to put it in here for about 10 minutes, and then we're going to finish it off later with the grill or the broil or whatever it is you call it. But in the meantime, we're going to do a few other things. So in that time, we are going to juice a lemon or two. Just get a good amount of lemon juice. Use a juicer thing. I'm not going to show the whole thing. And we want to cut up some herbs, like we want some cilantro, parsley, dill, you know, that sort of stuff, and we're going to cut them up into fine pieces. And it looks like our mic blew out, so I guess I'll just voice over. Yay! So it looks like I'm cutting up cilantro. Cutting it up with scissors. And dill, I think. Cilantro, dill, parsley. And that's going to be added to the salad a bit later. So you just want to cut those up. And next we're going to make some tahini and lemon dressing of some sort, I guess. So you're going to add 3 tablespoons of tahini. And you have your juiced lemon. You want about 1 or 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And what's interesting is it's going to kind of make it thicker, which kind of looks cool. And then you are going to add some water to it, depending on how thick you want it. You don't want it super uberly thick, but you want it to be able to cover the salad, kind of like a salad dressing, but maybe a bit thicker, since you don't want it to like soak through the wraps and stuff. And now I'm just kind of talking because there's still video left, but I will eventually show you how thick the lemon juice actually makes it. Yep, that's kind of cool. So you're going to thin it down with a bit of water to get it not like that consistency, but I only added about a tablespoon, so don't add too much water at a time. So now your eggplant slices have been in the oven for about 10 minutes, maybe a little longer. That should be fine too. And they are not entirely done because we're going to finish them off on the grill. So I will show you what that looks like in just a second, I think. So before we put them on the grill, we are going to pour some lemon juice over it because that gives it some awesome flavor. And then all we're going to do is we're going to turn the oven onto grill or broil, basically the setting that turns the top on and makes it really hot, so that it will be nicely browned and also it'll cook really fast. And we're going to put that back in the oven now, it looks like. And yes, it should be done after maybe 10 minutes of that, but you don't want to forget about it in there because that's happened before and it's not good. So Also, you might want to check on it every 3-ish minutes or so that it doesn't burn, and also you want to turn it around maybe halfway so that both sides look equally gnarly. And that should be it, if I don't keep dropping things. So in the meantime, we are going to make our olive tapenade or dip or whatever it is. That's going to include also some of the eggplant, but we'll add that later when it's done. Remember not to burn it. So yeah, we want maybe like half, if the tin is about this big, you want like half a tin. Ideally green olives because they have awesome flavor. And you don't want to put all the liquid in, but you want a little bit, kind of depending on what kind of consistency you want it to be. And yeah, then we're going to get out a food processor kind of thing like this, and we're going to mix it together. You're going to want to add some rosemary and garlic and anything else that you think may go. And then later we're going to add some pieces of eggplant. I'll show you. Yeah, so another way to help them to stop burning, well, what you should do actually is you want to turn them over after they've been on the grill, like grilling for maybe 2 or 3 minutes. They should look kind of like this, and yeah, you're going to turn them all over. I shouldn't be doing this in midair, but you're going to like, yeah, you're going to turn them all over and then continue to grill them. So now it's been on broil for a total of about 10 minutes, and they could be kind of like this. If you don't want them as burned, maybe you flip them over more frequently. But yeah, these are very nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to take just a few slices, maybe about a quarter of the eggplants, and put them in with the olives to make it into a very nice dip. And the rest of them we're going to put in a bowl. Here, we're going to want a bit more than that. And the rest of them we're going to put in a bowl like this. And yeah, like I said, this dish can be served at any temperature you want. So what we're going to do is we're going to like mix it together with all the other stuff. Here. You know, we'll go outside for it's better outside. And then we are going to blend that together. And it doesn't all have to be super pureed, but basically what we have now is we have a very nice dip that we're going to serve on top of it, make it look very photogenic now outside. So all we're going to do now is basically mix everything together in the bowl. You can even mix in the tapenade too if you want, but we're going to put that on top just because it's photogenic. So you're going to take your tahini sauce. That was the tahini and lemon we mixed together. And you're going to take your herbs, not these gigantic lemons, and you can add your herbs to it, cilantro, dill, and parsley. And you can have some sun-dried tomatoes, maybe a handful or few, and anything else that you think will go. Put them in the comments if you think that there's something that I missed that would really go with this. But yeah, have fun with it, and it should be very gnar. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the mix and we're going to put it into the pitas or into the wraps, and then you're going to wrap up the wraps, and then we're going to slice some avocado. And make sure you subscribe to the Green Beanie because I post a new video every week. And it's very gnarly. Every single recipe is healthy, gnarly, and made like a boss. And I would do thumbs up and stuff, but I'm holding my webcam right now because my conclusion was all messed up and stuff, and like, yeah. But no explanation needed because all you have to do is subscribe to the Green Beanie. Just check right there. And subscribe to my other channel. I just posted this video with like a bunch of wipeouts, and I know you love to watch people fail because watching people fail is funny. And hurting themselves in the name of YouTube, and yeah, so make sure that you check those out and ignore the weird looking hound in the background that's just sleeping there. Why does it sleep at this time of day, seriously? Anyway, stick around, stay gnarly, bye for now.